guys, this is Mike and Jill from Cheap Thrills. I know we haven't made a video in a while. We've been working on our Fiero project, but we've also been, and I know everybody says this, but we have actually been really busy with a lot of stuff that maybe we'll share with you soon. But for now, it's been a long time since we made the Truth About Northstars that shared Mike's method for how to do the dreaded Northstar head gasket repair, and a lot of you guys are really interested in that and you have a lot of questions. So today we thought we'd share one of Mike's top secrets into making these engines last forever.
Yep. So as Jill alluded to, we're going to show you how we make these things reliable for what we use them for. Just a little bit of background about myself. Gosh, it's been 20 something years ago I started working on these, kind of wanted to learn more about them because I had a couple cars with them. At this point I've done several hundred of them, so I'd say I know every in and out. As the internet has progressed, you see a lot of what I consider false information about people saying you need to do this, you need to do that, and I'm going to tell you, you only really need 3 simple things, and I'm going to show you that today. So what we have here, which we have videos on extensively, but this is a 2008 Cadillac DTS engine that we're going to put into a Fiero. It's a really interesting project. It's a really big swath. And what we use these for is we go endurance racing with them, which, if you guys don't know, it's where we spend all weekend. You run it Saturday and Sunday. It's usually about 16 hours, and these engines run wide open throttle for 16 hours. The average race we do, we look at it, we do about 800 miles. And just to give a little bit of credibility on this, what I'm getting ready to show you right now, the first car we built, we still have it, we still use it. We just used it last weekend at Barber Motorsports Park. It's done about 30 endurance races, which is on average 25,000 race miles. Still runs fine, no overheating issues, no head gasket problems. So people can tell you things, but this is verified that it works.
And to give you an idea of the time span, it's been about
from 2019.
7 to 8 years since you did the head gasket job.
Yep. So, like you said, it's as proven. Well, I'll also say I've repaired 200 of these over, and I'm not exaggerating. I've had 0 people come back and say, "Oh, my car's having overheating issues." So, but you know, you have a customer, you see them and they're gone. You really don't know. You know, you don't hear from them 10 years later. So we actually have our own firsthand evidence that what we do, you don't need to do anything special. It's really simple.
Oh, I think you'd hear about it if it didn't work.
Yeah, bad news travels fast. So as Jill walks into our 08 DTS, you need 3 things, and 3 things only. You need just factory head bolts. I always use Felpro, never had any problems with them whatsoever. You need Felpro head gaskets. I don't use anything else. You don't need multi-layer steel. You don't need to do anything crazy, because if you can run these engines wide open throttle for thousands and thousands of miles and hundreds of hours and no failures, you don't need anything better. This is totally up to the duty of what it's going to do. But there is one thing that you do need to do that I've always done, and I've done it from the beginning, and I was a little unsure on whether I should do it or not. These factory head gaskets have a coating on them because they're not multi-layer steel. They're graphite with steel fire rings. They have a coating on them, and what I don't like is that when they put them in this cellophane packaging, the coating rubs off. So, and I didn't want to ever have to do this job twice. So what I have used, and I've had perfect success with, is...
This is the secret.
It's the secret. It's not much of a secret. It's actually what it's made for, but I would definitely use it. I put 3 layers of the copper spray. It's been perfect. Never had, I mean, you can't get more evidence that it works.
Copper spray a gasket high temp sealant from Permatex.
Yeah, I use this because when I spray 3 layers of this, it's a beautiful, perfect coating. And actually, I'll show you on this gasket. These are still freshly sealed. I'll show you what I'm talking about with the surface being rubbed off a little. Okay, so we have this out of the wrapper, and I'll show you why I chose to put that on there. So, the most important part to seal against the block is this fire ring. And if you zoom in, do you see where that coating's gone? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it would seal anyway. But would you ever do so much work and then rely on a maybe? Probably not. Does the camera pick it up good?
Yeah. It keeps zooming in and out, but we can see it.
Yep. So that's why I chose to put the copper spray gasket on it, because once you put it on there, it's beautiful. It's an extra layer of protection. And you see, you can't wipe. See, as soon as I try to wipe it off, I actually just keep wiping more and more of the coating off. So, yep.
So Mike, in our comments on our other Northstar videos, some people say you should use multi-layer steel gaskets. Can you just tell everyone why you don't do that?
I've never found myself with too much money in my bank account. That's the reason why I've never done it. And this works perfectly, and it's easier to seal. Multi-layer steel head gaskets require a very fine surface. It almost has to be perfect. The roughness average, the RA, has to be much, much higher on a multi-layer steel gasket than it has on the good old graphite. And like I said, if you use FELPRO and you put a copper spray on it, it's going to outlast the useful means of the vehicle. Like I said, we have one that we've raced for, years, and never once have I said, damn, I wish I had a multi-layer steel head gasket in that. Pretty good answer, I think.
Other than you cursed at us. So as part of our Fiero project, we were taking the heads off of this engine that's going in it. So Mike's just going to get the rest of the head bolts out, and we're going to replace the gasket.
What kind of sane person's working on a Fiero in 2026?
We never promised we were sane.
No, actually, the opposite. You ready?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, the key is to just mist it on there. You don't want to put it on super heavy, and you always do 3 coats: forward, front, and then back. Front and back. So this is the second one. And really, you want a really good coating around the fire ring. The rest of it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so really what you can see now is, we have a perfect coating on there. And you don't really have to put it on this little tab over here or the ends, because that doesn't matter. It's just where the timing chain is. Really, the fire rings are what really matters. I'll show you a little tip on how to put it on too without messing it up. You'll need a 5/8 socket. So to put it on without messing the copper spray up, you just set it on these dowel pins right here. On each dowel pin, because the copper spray is very tacky. And then I have a 5/8 socket, and it actually fits perfectly right over top of that. And you see how it pushes it right down on there?
Yep.
Probably best if you don't pull them both up at the same time. That's okay, you gotta get on there. And so you can even see how the copper spray stuck to the socket. So, but like I said, none of that matters. So now we have a really nice surface to put the head on, which is what we're getting ready to do right now. Once again, you just line it up on the dowel pins here, just carefully. And that's it. Then you'll just put the new head bolts in, follow the sequence. This side's done. You don't need any studs, any drilling, any tapping on anything 2003 and newer. You literally take them apart, put them together, put a little copper spray on it, and have fun driving your car.
Before we end the video, we wanted to do a PSA for anyone wanting to use the FELPRO head bolts. Mike has used these bolts for many years without issues, but this latest batch we bought had such a thick layer of thread sealant they got stuck in a bind long before they sealed all the way down. We'll show you the noise they were making as Mike started tightening them down, and how they went in smoothly after heating up the sealant. We don't know if it was just this box or if there has been a change in the manufacturing process, so that is something to look out for.
Yeah, so that's the Loctite they put on the bolts.
Smooth?
Crazy. I mean, it's like you almost couldn't get them in there with that. Whatever Loctite they put on in there. It's crazy.
Well, that's after hundreds of them. That's the first time we've ever experienced it, right?
Yeah, because it makes you feel like there's something wrong with the bolt hole, that there's some threads that are dirty or debris down in there because it's binding real tight. Then you would expect a Loctite wouldn't be that abrasive. But clearly you just see as soon as you put a little heat on it, it went right in real smooth. So, learn something new every day.